This is the world's richest YouTuber, MrBeast. He's got more subscribers than the entire United States population, known for giving away huge amounts of money, torturing poor people, and lunchly.
I like my cheese drippy, bro.
And today, we're gonna be checking out where he lives. But before we head to MrBeast's house, we'll be checking out some other YouTuber homes that have features like secret rooms, water slides, and so much more. And we gotta start with Asmon Gold. Or should I say Asmon Mold? Because despite making millions from streaming, this guy went from filthy rich to just filthy.
Brother,
I mean, his bedroom's got these weird brown stains on the wall. The kitchen's basically a biohazard, and his gaming setup is probably the reason aliens haven't visited us yet. Ugh. Oh my god. And that's not even the worst part, because the most disgusting thing in his house has to be what's on his desk.
Oh, this is a really nice one here. This is one of my breakfasts from a few weeks ago. It's fuzzy. Okay, this is a moldy Wendy's drink. As you can see, it's already begun to...
I didn't even know sodas could get moldy. And just when I thought I'd seen it all, one of Asmon's roommates drops by.
There's a roach flying at me. Give me a minute. Oh, shit. He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. Oh, God.
I gotta feel bad for the little guy having to live in those conditions. And somehow, this all cost him 250 grand. Damn, I can't believe it. And I can't believe unspeakable either. Because in 2020, he didn't just cop a mansion. He copped a whole damn resort. Built on an island with a dock and its own private beach. Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! This place is so big, you'll need a map just to get around. Because it sits on 11 acres of land. That's more than 8 NFL football fields in his backyard. I mean, just to make it to the front door, you have to cross multiple bridges. And it doesn't stop there, because this place has it all. A movie theater and games room, 6 bedrooms, a jacuzzi. It's even got an elevator.
hello?
And when you add up everything, this entire house set him back over $3 million. And that was only house number 2. The prices are only gonna keep going up from here. And trust me, there's a lot more crazier houses coming up. But not as crazy as FaZe Rug's obsession, because he's addicted to buying houses. I mean, this man has moved house 5 times in the last 7 years. So to satisfy his itch, he spent $4.4 million to secure his dream home.
Welcome to the new FaZe Rug home.
And while his yard is looking sharp with a custom FaZe design court, an outdoor pool to get wet in, and a mini golf course, the real magic begins the moment you step inside. With a giant painting of Kobe, another of this zesty looking guy.
Oh my god.
But his biggest flex isn't what's on the walls, it's what he's hiding inside them. Because after cashing all those YouTube checks, Brian got himself bricked up.
You ready? Bro, what the hell? This is the coolest thing I have ever seen. We got them growing plants in there, which is cool. And there's more. You open the bottom part and look at that. I just can't imagine how long it takes to do this.
There's definitely no FaZe rugging going on here. Brian is balling. But Steve will do it is balling even harder, because this man spent millions building the ultimate man cave.
So Steve has 2 penthouses. One he turned into a bedroom, and the other is his house. So this penthouse, it's his bedroom.
And this ain't your typical one, because the first thing you're greeted by is a life-size dinosaur skeleton. And inside his fish tank is a shark. But as lit as that all looks, it's not the only crazy thing going on here. Because dude's bedroom also has a bar with a flamethrower. And how about the combination of having your bed facing a 100-inch TV? Yeah, Steve's not missing a thing. But it's his other penthouse that takes the cake. Equipped with its own fully stocked grocery store, personal gym, it even has something called a wellness pod.
Oh, It's a $30,000 sleeping bed.
It's like got the music and stuff. I feel like I'm going into like another universe.
This is where Steve used to live, but then he took this apartment and made it his own personal gym.
This used to be my master bedroom. Now it's just a leg press and leg extension.
I mean, damn! And akimbo penthouses like these ran Steve's pockets. Because it's located in Brickell, one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Miami, Florida. So it cost him $6 million. Man, Steve's got the home of his dreams. But sometimes it can become a nightmare. See, back in 2019, the Ace family were balling out. They were spending millions, buying Lambos, Rolls Royces, flying private jets, even copping a $12 million mansion.
Hey, Ace family! What's going on, everybody?
A lo grande tu sí, bueno, se llama, tío.
Yeah, their life was like a movie. But eventually, they started splurging too hard, because by mid-2021, the house was at risk of foreclosure until they were ultimately forced to leave. So after months of nobody wanting to buy the house, it finally sold.
We only have 5 hours before FedEx gets here, so we need to work fast!
Yeah, the Stoke twins cashed out, becoming the proud new owners. And over the next couple of months, they transformed their backyard into all kinds of crazy things.
Welcome to our outdoor theme park. We have roller coasters, games, food. No way, you have 2 roller coasters? I can't believe we built a water park in our backyard. I'm scared.
But look, living like this ain't cheap, because the the Stoke Twins Sanctuary set them back over $9.5 million. That's crazy. And speaking of crazy, we gotta mention Ice Show Speed. Because Speed's been known to blow a bag or two. $100 grand on a robo-dog. $500,000 on some whips. And hundreds of thousands on Roblox items.
Say what? Why? I just spent $200,000 on Roblox.
But in 2023, Speed made his biggest purchase yet, buying his first house for $10 million. Yeah, and when he's not chilling by his pool or working out in his home gym, he's streaming to millions from his $100,000 gaming room.
Welcome to ISO Speed, $100,000 new setup. Suey chat! Welcome to my new gaming room setup. If I do this, would it break? No. I do this a lot.
Now, the fact that Speed has Ronaldo everywhere is weird, but it's nowhere near as strange as what this next YouTuber has in his house. Because Tobin Jacobs' idea of fun means covering literally everything with anime girls. What the hell is this place? Jesus! Looks like straight up nightmare fuel. Cause this has gotta be one of the weirdest art museums I've ever seen. I'm talking a 30-foot Nico Bellic in his backyard, 15 map pats in his living room, an army of moist criticals in the entrance hall, and there was one character he loved a little too much. Dream. This man went crazy. What's next? You're gonna start going out on dates with them? Oh wait, he did do that. The man has officially lost his mind. We need to check him into rehab immediately. But look, KSI is also spending a crazy amount of paper, and I'm not sure he's getting value for money either. See, London property prices are different, and while his humble abode may be worth 11 million times more than what's in my bank account, is it really worth $11 million? I mean, it's got a sleek-ass hotel lobby-looking living room, it has another living room just for his bedroom, and even a dual shower for when Simon comes over. Oh! You know, the more I see this place, the more I realize Fat Nick's living large. Just not large enough for it to be worth $11 million.
I'm entering a £10 million house. So how do you change these bulbs? You need to get an expert to come and change it.
Yeah, but I mean, I can just help my PA to sort that.
What's this?
So this is gonna be my YouTube room.
And these okay. You don't do any laundry, do you?
If I want to, I can, but I choose not to.
I bet you don't do any cooking. Do you do any cooking?
No, sometimes. It depends on how I'm feeling.
Maybe boil some egg and do some toast. I bet that's
No, well, I mean, I'm a chef, so I don't need to do that.
Damn! JJ's dad has no chill. But I guess it's hard to stay humble when you're worth $100 million. Because KSI doesn't even know what's in his own house.
Just another bathroom, just because. Oh, this one also has a shower. Oh, I didn't even realize. I never checked that side of the door. Wow, another shower.
Ridiculous! But not as ridiculous as David Dobrik's place. Because he went out and copped an 8,000 square foot mega mansion. And this place will knock your socks off. I mean, it's got an infinity pool out front, a basketball court out back.
Eat your heart out, dude. Perfect.
And it's sitting pretty in the bougie neighborhood of Sherman Oaks. So you already know it's not coming cheap. But ever since buying the house in 2020, David went crazy customizing the house. Like, this dude put Iron Man in his living room.
How much did this one cost?
This was like $9,000.
Gotcha.
Custom art pieces everywhere, a fruit punch machine on the wall.
This is my favorite part of the entire house. This is from the movie Mr. Deeds. I've always wanted one. Check this out. It's fruit punch. It's freaking ridiculous.
And the biggest bed money can buy. At this point, I kind of feel like he's buying things just to flex. So by the time David was finished, he had put hundreds of thousands of dollars into this house. All right, great. He's got the perfect dream home.
No! How do you get your cars up there? I don't have a
Bugatti.
Man, $9 grand on a sculpture, 20 stacks on a bed bigger than my room, and a $12 million house. Pfft, this dude David has money to blow, but he doesn't have Logan Paul's money. See, over the course of his entire career, Logan's made over $250 million. Yeah, that's $250 million. But that's not counting one giant expense that's robbing him blind: taxes. So that's when Logan had the bright idea to pack his bags and move to sunny Puerto Rico. And with all that extra cash from dodging taxes, he figured it was the perfect place to drop the big bucks on his dream home. So he paid $13 million for the Prime Palace.
It's my house, my Puerto Rican abode. This is like the physical manifestation of all my hard work. Place where I can just come, relax, decompress and reset for the next round of adventure. This is it, this is my heaven.
And the big money moves aren't stopping there, because he shelled out another $500,000 on some damn bones.
So this is Dudley, my prized possession. He is a 66-million-year-old Triceratops. 66% complete, which is fairly large for any dinosaur skeleton. Owning fossils is sometimes frowned upon in the archaeological community. Someone could be doing research on this. Here I am, some collecting in his house like an ass.
Yeah, Logan's moving mad. But Kai Cenat was down bad, because in 2023, he thought it'd be a cool idea to host his Mafiathon 2 stream from a mansion in the Hollywood Hills. And just peep how crazy this place is. There's a massive yard with an outdoor pool, a huge movie theater, and don't even get me started on the indoor spa. All that space meant plenty of room for things to go wrong, because just a day into the subathon, Kai's fans quickly realized the house they were staying in was next door neighbors to Diddy.
Kai Cenat Mafiathon 2 house is right next to Diddy's. This is cap. Wait, what? What?
Jesus! But before that nightmare scenario, the AMP boys were staying somewhere else, worth over $14 million, just to live up here in the clouds, 700 feet up, in one of the most expensive neighborhoods in New York City.
Welcome to the AMP Bang House. Let me show you around.
Here at 101 Warren Street is AMP's 32nd floor, 2-story penthouse that doesn't just have floor-to-ceiling windows and plenty of space, but it even has a basketball hoop on the wraparound balcony.
All that dancing just to go where? Just to go where? Watch out, watch out, watch out! Ah!
Yeah, their place has some of the most insane views of the city, even overlooking the Hudson River. This was the perfect home.
We dropped this video 3 days ago! Gang, word to my mother, chat. Word to my mother. We got kicked out. We gotta leave tomorrow morning.
But look, $14 million is chump change to some legends, because this next YouTuber dropped over $18 million on just one of his 8 homes. You see, Ronaldo wasn't content with just being the GOAT of football. He also had his eyes set on becoming the king of YouTube. And he can't argue with the numbers. I'm talking 1 million subscribers in 90 minutes, 50 mil in 1 week. And now with over 75 million subs, he's on track to hit the 100 million mark in just a few months. I mean, he's gonna be collecting play buttons like Ballon d'Ors. If only his content was an ass. But anyway, so it's no surprise the guy's house looks like a literal palace. Marble and gold everywhere. Furniture that costs more than my house. A backyard with a football pitch. But there's one thing Ronaldo values even more. His cars. Because he's got multiple Bugattis, Rolls Royces, Ferraris. No joke, these cars alone cost him over $9 million. Yeah, dude's living like a king. But so is Jake Paul, because somehow his house cost even more. You see, when he stepped down from its everyday bro and set foot in the ring, Jake developed an urge to splurge. So he started spending crazy. $1.2 million on a sculpture in his garden, $7 million on a watch, $12.6 million on a private jet and matching Maybach. But in 2023, Jake made his greatest purchase yet, the $20 million Taj Mahal. Jake's 12,800 square foot compound that comes equipped with 8 bedrooms, a guest house, a garage for his twin yellow Raris.
Everywhere. Look at John is on the golf. John, what's...
Yo, what the fuck?
And even a bigger bed than David Dobrik's.
You sleep in the middle of the bed or what side?
I kind of sleep in the middle. The middle's got a nice spot going on in there.
How long does it take you to get out of bed?
It takes a couple of minutes.
Do you ever get lost?
Yeah, I've gotten lost in there.
I mean, Jesus, Jake, my girl's on this app. And the rest of this place is just as insane, with custom art pieces scattered throughout the house, a walk-in closet for his drip, a 600-gallon aquarium, and of course, Jake's ultimate flex. And look, we've seen how YouTubers spend their millions, but now it's time we add a few zeros, because we gotta talk about how MrBeast spends his billions. See, for a billionaire like Jimmy, he doesn't spend too much on himself. He bought some cars, designer clothes, nothing too crazy for someone like him. But his house, on the other hand, is boring as hell. I mean, it's got no fancy art, no chandeliers or jacuzzi.
Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?
Not even some damn curtains. It's pretty much like my place, only I'm not a billionaire.
And then, beside that, you have my wardrobe.
Is that your underwear back there?
Yeah, there is underwear.
Yeah, but make no mistake, his tiny apartment is only a fraction of his 30 million, 200-acre empire. Because just outside his apartment walls, you'll find several giant warehouses where he films his videos, a wall covered in YouTube play buttons, an NBA-sized basketball court with his name on it. And since his goal is to get swole, a personal gym.
That's what I told my trainer I want to look like in 18 months. To be honest, it's not very motivating because it just looks kind of creepy. I don't know, the head, like, my eyes aren't even open in that photo. It's just like...
It's a little creepy.
It is very creepy.
That's just weird and creepy. Why would you want this in your gym? But I guess when you're worth $1 billion, have the most subscribers of any channel, and have given away hundreds of millions to others, you can do what you want. And look, we've seen a lot of crazy YouTuber houses, but there's still a whole new side of them that you've never seen before. I mean, I bet you had no idea one YouTuber owns the most expensive phone, or that another has a gaming setup that's literally out of this world. Look, if you want to hear more, you need to click this video right here. Trust me, it's a banger.